All right, and we are live here at the KFVS Digital News Desk. Clayton Hester here, your digital news host from our studio here. We're going to be taking a look now. Of course, it's Valentine's Day. If you're getting those plants from that special someone, you may not know how to take care of them. That's okay. That's what today's segment is all about. We have spoken with Melissa Holmes. She is with the Charles Hutson Greenhouse. Here just to get a look at some of the common flowers that you may be receiving and how to keep them going strong into the weeks to come.
We primarily deliver only on campus.
Yeah.
And so you could come to the UC or even call the greenhouse to place your order, and then we will deliver to anywhere on campus tomorrow, Tuesday, Valentine's Day. Mm-hmm. And we're doing primarily plants as well as mini rose bouquets. I just have this bouquet as an example of what you can do to how to keep your fresh flowers for a longer period of time. So this is just an example of one of the bouquets that we've done. Mm-hmm. And primarily we're going to be talking about the plants today and what plants you might be able to, that you're going to be getting from Valentine's Day, or hopefully that you might be getting for Valentine's Day. Yeah. And I think we could start off with the African violet. Yeah. Which is a very common houseplant, primarily really grown well in the eastern facing window. So they need a lot of morning light, but that's about it. Mm-hmm. These like to stay fairly on the drier side, and they do like to be bottom watered. They do not like to have water on top of the leaves. Oh, okay. Yes, they're very sensitive to that.
Now that's interesting, because that the person that might get one of these and just doesn't know what to do. Yeah, from the bottom.
From the bottom. And actually you could do that on any of your plants, but specifically for those. The other one is going to be called kalanchoe, although some people do pronounce it as kalancho, so it could be pronounced either way. Yeah. We call them kalanchoes here. They're a type of succulent, very thick leaves. The flower stays for a very long period of time. Mm-hmm. And they're just a really easy, being a succulent type, they're very easy to take care of. Mm-hmm. So they can tolerate a lot of drying conditions. Yeah. Then we have my favorite, which is called cyclamen. And I love these because these are like an upside down flower. Okay. So you have the center of the flower pointing down and the petals shooting backwards. Wow. That's wild.
It's
wild, isn't it? Yeah. It's like one of the most unique flowers for me. Yeah. You know, that you'll actually find.
What'd you call that? What's that?
A cyclamen.
Cyclamen. Okay.
Yes. The other one is going to be, that's the other one. We only got 3. Okay. Now, all of these are going to require medium to high indirect light. Yes. A little bit of morning light's fine, but the cyclamen and the kalanchoes, not so much the violets, they could actually benefit from either even a southern exposure to where you're actually going to be getting light majority of the day, and that's cool. But all of these you water thoroughly, and then let them kind of get a little dry in between. Now, the great thing also about cyclamen is these are a good water indicator plants, meaning that they will droop when they're dry. So they will talk to you. You just have to, know the response, I guess, right? To water. So you don't water them until they kind of droop. Okay. The other plants unfortunately don't do that. So you water them really well, and then they get mostly dry, and then you water them again. Mm-hmm. The other thing we could talk about is if you get your fresh flower arrangements for Valentine's Day. So the best way to keep these is to change the water daily. Mm-hmm. You can recut the stems each time. And you could add a few drops of either 7-Up or Sprite in your water, and then that will actually, the sugars of the soda, and it has to be clear soda, it cannot be Coke or anything like that. Yeah. A clear soda with that sugar in the water will actually help preserve the flowers for a longer period of time. Okay. And so you could actually have some of these arrangements go for 2 to even 3 weeks by properly maintaining your fresh cut flowers. Okay,
that's good to know. It's one of those things where if you don't know what you're getting yourself into, and you don't know how to keep them alive, and also how long it takes before they die naturally, then you may not know how good of a job you've done. So.
Right. Also, with fresh cut flowers, it is better to keep them out of the sunlight. Yeah. That way, they'll also help preserve them a little bit.
Sure. So. All right. Does that pretty much take us through?
That takes us through basically just Valentine's Day, plants and flowers. Of course, there's lots of different types of flowers, but I would treat them all about the same way, just fresh water, recut the stems, and put a little bit of 7-Up or Sprite in the water. Or some people even tried aspirin. I've never actually used that, but yeah, a little thing of aspirin in there also works. But I've actually used the soda myself, and that's just something I always have in the fridge anyway. And, and then okay,
awesome stuff. Anything else to mention today before we wrap up?
Just come by the greenhouse and see what we have. We will have talking about houseplants probably coming up next. So we have lots of houseplants. This is of course Charles Hutson Greenhouse. We're located at 1039 Bertling Street. Here in Cape. We're on the campus of SEMO, right by the track. We do have a Facebook page as well as Instagram. If you are a student or a alumni or a faculty or staff, there is a 10% discount. And our phone number is 573-651-2316.
All right, awesome. Melissa, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.